Здорово, что в Екатеринбурге удалось. Это означает, что здесь все-таки есть достаточно хорошая школа в этой области, которая позволяет найти соответствующий человеческий материал и организовать вот это хорошее начинание. То, о чем я рассказывал, это скорее более фундаментальная тема, хотя она имеет, безусловно, приложение, об этом я тоже старался рассказывать. Но это вообще сложный момент. Я, конечно, очень люблю чистую математику, то есть я хочу, чтобы люди старались пробиваться, ну, в каком-то смысле, вот через этот идеализм, что вот действительно хочется открыть просто что-нибудь принципиально новое, доказать теорему, и совершенно неважно, будет она приложена или нет. Однако очень здорово, если есть при этом какие-то приложения, и здорово, если можно какой-то мостик построить от этой чистой науки к прикладным задачам. И то, что мы делаем в Яндексе, это безусловный такой мостик, и в принципе мы решаем очень много чисто прикладных задач, конечно. Я желаю успеха в школе. Я хочу, чтобы она существовала еще много лет. Мне кажется, что это отличное начинание. И будет здорово, если оно будет не только здесь, а в каком-то виде будет прорастать и в других регионах тоже. Это будет свидетельствовать о том, что в этих регионах тоже можно хорошо заниматься содержательным делом, наукой и приложением.
They were very interested in the school, they were very well selected, with a very good background. And even if their backgrounds probably are not close to one another, they could attend the lessons with no problem. I came from theoretical computer science. My background is more from a theoretical perspective. And then lately, I became interested in more applied problems. And what I came to know is that if you try to do practical things without theory, you're lost. So once more, brute force isn't of help. And even if you have 1 billion machines, if you don't know how to use them, you're lost. So you need some theory. And I hope to have conveyed the idea that theory can help practice a lot. Special case of my course, the biggest problem is to convince them that what I'm doing is interesting or is important, because they think that since they can have more computational power, they can do the same thing in a more stupid way. And it's always hard for me to convince them that brute force doesn't help. And so some of them came out with the usual questions about why can't you use brute force approach? After all, we are rich, we have large machines. And I think that at the end I convinced them that it is not the right way to proceed. If there is a clever way, it's better to use the clever way. I think that students should take in great care the idea of coming here, because this school is very formative, very well organized, and I think it can provide them with a very good background of theory and practice mixed.
They are very interesting. I mean, I really like because, well, they are all curious and they discuss very well. I was really well welcomed. So I really like to meet all the people around here. It was a real pleasure, and they are very, very smart also. I guess, I mean, they ask very good questions, they learn very fast, and so for me it's a real challenge. I really love my work. I really care about meeting smart people and having great conversations, meeting good people, get interested in specific topics I really care about. I'm fond of networks, and I really want to continue to work in this area. After I finished my master's degree, I really wonder, do I want to go to science or to the industry? And it happened that I had the opportunity to do an interesting PhD, so I continue in this way. But for me, there is not necessarily, you don't necessarily have to choose between one industry or science, or, well, getting a lot of money or getting an interesting job. There is also an area where innovation happens, and we can also apply science to real-world problems and find also novel way of research, because you have this specific edge, these specific problems that appear because of the innovation. I really love the school. It is well organized. For me, it was really perfect, and people are very smart. So there are good balance in activity while meeting people and getting your head in technical things. So I hope the school will continue, because it is also a good way to meet people here in Russia and establish new contacts. So maybe, well, I know much more people involved in this area, so I will maybe be able to ask them some questions, contact them, maybe meeting them again. And also, if they want also to have some partnerships in France or anywhere else, I can give contacts and we can exchange. It is also a good way to create value.